Season saved its biggest story for the very end. Micah Parsons traded to Green Bay. They host the Lions today. Parsons off to a historic start. He has at least 12 sacks in each of his first 4 seasons. The only other player to do that since sacks became official in 1982 is Reggie White, who might just be the greatest ever to do it. Both players went to the Packers as their second team after starting their careers in the NFC East. Reggie White won a Super Bowl there. Let's see what Micah Parsons is able to do. Lindsay Theory has our coverage for us today from Green Bay. Set the scene for us, Lindsay.
Well, Greeny, I am inside the Packers Hall of Fame at Lambeau Field next to a statue of Reggie White. Company, no doubt, that Micah Parsons would like to keep, a place Micah Parsons would like to be. But that journey begins today on the field, where he is, as you mentioned, expected to play. How much, though, is yet to be determined. Parsons saying, "I'm so hungry, I want it all at once." Coaches, however, are expected to play a role in determining how much Parsons will play as he continues to ramp up football activity and as they continue to monitor the progress in the healing of his back. Now, Parsons did practice in all 4 practices this week in a limited capacity. He says that in part played a huge role in helping learn the scheme. He says it's been pretty easy, crediting the coaches for their ability to teach it. Parsons also has been arriving early, staying late. He was here on the players' day off, and he says it's been all hands on deck in an effort to learn the playbook. He says he's about 80% there, and then also helping in him growing more comfortable here quickly in just about a week. He's been playing ping pong with his teammates, and there's basketball hoops all around the Packers practice facility. He's been challenging his teammates to some friendly competitions, so he hopes to take that competition with those guys out on the field today, Greeny.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. You'll help us get ready all afternoon. That's in the second window today. So, Rex Ryan, as only you can, how would you, in one sentence, sum up the Cowboys dealing Micah Parsons to the Packers?
It's the worst trade in NFL history. And I'm going to tell you why, Greeny. Look, when you have a great player, all right, you can build your entire defense around a great player. All right, good players, that's fine. Like Jerry talked about, you can get some good players. Yeah, they ain't the difference. You're not winning because of, they're part of your reasons you're winning. But trust me, you win because of players like this. And draft picks, they're lottery picks. You don't know if you're going to hit. Well, guess what? You hit on this one.
Yes.
And the odds of it are winning the dang lottery to get a player like this.
Rex,
Jerry made it personal.
Yeah, he did. And you're spot on. This guy is a difference maker, right? Like, I can assure you that he's such a problem. He's a nightmare to game plan for. You come in that week, the offensive coach has got a giant circle on this guy, and they contort the entire game plan around him, right? Like, he doesn't even have to have sacks to affect the game because you're constantly aware, where's he lined up? We got to chip him. We got to help. We got to get a tight end to his side. Maybe we're going to run the football at him. And then I can tell you this as a quarterback, you're getting preached to the entire week about ball security, right? Do not let this guy wreck the game. Don't let him get the sack fumble. Yeah. And that 3rd and 10, when you're trying to focus downfield and it's loud, it is in the back of your head that this werewolf's running around the edge and can just wreck the game.
Great
and so again, he frees up all the other players around him for one-on-ones. This guy, listen, you're in a category with Reggie White by himself. I mean, it's elite.
Yeah, great player. And Rex, what you're saying, you win because of players like this, but today you could lose because of a player like this, because initially I was happy for Micah. It's like, all you want to do is ball. You want to talk about family. You want to talk about no distractions, because the big D in Dallas sometimes stands for distractions. All right, you get out of there. You get out of Dallas and you get into Green Bay, because we all know what Green Bay is. It's all about ball there. It's a city that just loves its team. The fan base is beautiful. Green Bay Packers, right? Green Bay Packer mentality. But you bring Dallas into that locker room when you're talking about those that run trick plays, they can't beat you straight up. Well, they ran trick plays against your defenses, Micah, because you weren't smart enough to stop them, for one. And now what you did was give them so much motivation. Do you understand the head coach on the other side? Okay, in Dan Campbell.
Right.
And he hears this stuff, and this guy is a mastermind of taking these words, and he's going to insult his players. And you know what this guy said? You can't beat them straight up. You can't run. He provided them all the motivation they possibly could need in Detroit. And he has to get that Dallas out of him. You got your money now. You got your contract. You should be happy, Moss, but you can't provide this type of Dallas distraction in Green Bay.
You know,
Well
yeah,
said.
I mean, you ever been traded before, bro? I think you was a Patriot your whole life, right?
I've been traded.
Well, you don't know what it feels like from an emotional standpoint of what a player goes through. And when you see what Parsons was going through, sitting in there with the owner where you think you have a deal, but you don't have a deal, one thing that I'm looking for today is how he impacts the other 10 guys on his defense. Mainly Rashawn Gary, the guy on the other side where before he became a Green Bay Packer, that's the guy that you had the game plan for was Mr. Gary on the other side. So you got two pass rushers out there. And if you know the history about the Green Bay Packers as of lately over the last couple of years, you know they don't apply a lot of pressure. They want to get to you with 4. Well, now they can get to you with 4. So I'm just anxious to see what the other 10 guys' impact is going to be with having a guy like Parsons.
You can't sack the quarterback on a running play. So Detroit, your point right there, the fuel to the fire, I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit runs it 40 times at him.
We will have a closer
right tackle,
a
too.
closer look at the specific game a little later in the show. Just as far as the bigger picture here, Randy, you were saying there's a lot of pressure. Everyone in the world is now picking Jordan Love to be the MVP and picking the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. That brings a lot of pressure when you bring a guy like Parsons in.
Well, the thing about it is you're getting a guy still in his prime. Earlier in the show, I talked about a game changer. You're bringing a game changer to a team that will impact the whole team. So I expect a lot coming out of Green Bay with just adding one player to that
This
team.
is really uncharacteristic for Green Bay.
Yes.
This is an organization that for decades has never made moves like this. I mean, this is them staking a flag. Like, this is our window. We have an opportunity. Let's go get it. I totally agree. A ton of pressure in Green Bay.
Micah's a huge difference maker, and yes, he's going to win football games. I understand that, but now you're the player, you're the leader. Everyone now looks to you. Everyone's now listening to what you say and the attitude and mentality that you project. So if this is the way it's going to be, and we're going to talk trash like this every single week, I mean, you can go with it, but these younger players are looking to him now, to what he says and what type of mentality
Hold on,
he
real
has.
quick, real quick.
Trash, Brew?
Hold on, real quick.
Not like that. I mean, to the most physical team in the league, you're telling them they can't beat you straight up.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
A defensive player. You've watched Micah Parsons since he was a rookie in Dallas, right? Will he make an impact on this team, Brew? Yes or no?
He will.
All right,
he
that's
will.
all we
You know what?
Yeah, you know, though,
I don't
too.
think he will today. Boss. He's going to make it every other game, but not today. Why? They're going to run it right at him.
I want the impact to be everywhere.
Yep.
Micah should impact everything. Everyone look to me. Look what I do. Look how hard I work. Look what I say. Everything. That's what I want Micah to be.
Here's what the Packers do. They win home openers. They've won 12 straight. You know what the last time they lost their first game at Lambeau Field was? It's going to be a little familiar to some of the guys at our desk. 2012.
That's a nice catch right here. I mean,
Randy's
so
first game
let's
with the
go.
Niners. 14-yard touchdown. San Francisco won it 30-22.
Well, the one thing about it, I remember all week of us being able to get up on those single safeties, because one thing about it, being the number one guy, they're not getting their hands on the guy. So Alex said, if we get split safety, I'm going to throw it.
Randy, you should have
All
two
right,
that
and
game.
Randy, here's another guy, Malik Neighbors. What does he have in store for his sophomore season after one of the great rookie years any wide receiver has ever had? Giants and Commanders, one of the many great games. Adam Schefter set the table for us. What's coming up next?
All right, Greeny, coming up. Jalen Carter was ejected on Thursday for spitting on Dak Prescott. We'll break down whether there will be any further discipline. Plus, Aaron Rodgers returns to New York today to take on his former team.